Do you have do you feel expectation and pressure now? Because now you are a signed artist and it goes to the business end. Do you feel any pressure in terms of commercial expectations, or like, you know, you're in it for the long haul?
I mean, what's inspired me, I just want to like make sure, you know, I'm on point and just like getting better and improving as a, you know, as an artist and as a person. Um, Pressure, I wouldn't say so. Like, I mean, I think I'm lucky to be with a label that allow me to express myself musically. You know, I feel really blessed.
Yeah, and I feel that comes across when you hear the music. It doesn't feel, when I listen to your album, it doesn't feel like someone could have said, oh, I mean, some people could have input, but it doesn't feel like I'll do this because that's what that person's doing.
Yeah. It's like a family kind of vibe with PMR, so I feel lucky to be.
And how, you say you come from a musical background, can you give us a bit of insight into that?
Yeah, so I got older cousins who are musicians as well. Like, my older cousin got me into playing drums. Like, I was inspired through watching him play, and my cousin who plays bass, and they produced also. So, and then my parents are into music as well. Like, my dad sings in the choir, and he used to DJ. And my mum loves listening to music, and he's always around me. It's got dragged to parties all the time, and like fall asleep next to the speaker. I feel like you're a sponge when you're young. You kind of just taking everything in. So I was bound to like pick it up.
For sure. When you have that type of influence, do you ever have a situation where your dad will be like, look, son, you know, I'm part of the reason why you're here. I need a feature.
It's funny, someone made that joke recently actually. They're like, yeah, just sign your dad. Yeah, but no, I'm grateful, man, for like the music they're playing around me, and I'm grateful for like my cousins that, yeah, just grateful for, you know, them exposing me to great music.
It does feel like one thing always comes to my mind. Your music feels refreshing, but like you said, some of the materials being made over a long period of time.
Yeah.
How quickly do you start working on a new project, and you know, how do you keep yourself musically fresh?
Well, I always try to constantly create anyway. Like when I was touring with Jesse, I'd always be making something. Like in the hotel rooms, I'd have my laptop and just put little ideas down and stuff. But yeah, now that the album's out, yeah, I can't wait to like lock myself away and really go in and make some new, yeah.
So you say you produce as well. So, I mean, I don't know much about producing. So what do you use? Like, is it Pro? Is it?
You got Pro Tools, Logic, Reason, and then just various keyboards. Anything around me, really. You know, there's no like rule to like, or yeah, I just use anything that I can get my hands on.
How did you get into the producing part?
So producing, yeah, my cousins were like, they used to produce, or they still do produce, and but I used to watch them do it, and I'd like ask questions, and then yeah, just lock myself away and just put ideas down, and like finally built up the confidence to start showing like family members, and then Jesse asked to hear stuff, but yeah, it's something I've been doing for a while, since like probably like I started when I was like 13, 14.
I was gonna ask you the thing about it. You just kind of like segued into that point, the confidence part. Because you know, when you write something personal, like when I listen to your music, a lot of it is, you know, it's a motive, but it's telling a story. To share that story with people, did you have any anxiety at first? Like, don't know if I want them to hear this, or how would they respond to it?
Yeah, I guess you're always a bit nervous about how people are going to respond to your music. But do you mean like writing like personally? Like,
yeah, I mean, like when you
like personal.
Yeah.
I mean, some of them are personal, some of them are not. So yeah, it's not really. Yeah, no, I don't really get anxiety about.
Sometimes you tell the stories.
Yeah, sometimes yeah. Some of them are stories, some of them are like first-hand, you know, like real life experiences. Some might be other people's stories. So you know, I mean, the album's pretty much about, you know, yeah, like love and all that jazz, and like which I guess everyone can relate to. So I mean, but yeah, next album I wanna. Yeah.
I mean, obviously we still like the first album, but it feels like you will go conceptually into probably a new space with the new album, or would it still be the reoccurring theme of love?
Nah, I mean that was me then. Like, you know, like those songs are, you know, a lot of the songs I've written like when I was like like 19 or 18. I just kind of want to let the music, just let it kind of write itself, and like, you know, what I'm going through now. So I'm in a different place now, and you know, that will come out in the music, I guess.
Can I just ask you about the transition? Because like this is still new to you, you know. Like I know for myself, even working in media, is a situation where, you know, being in front of cameras is another level to actually like recording.
Yeah.
You know, with the band and performing. What's the actual transition where it's like you have your friends who just know you for being who you are, to people like saying, oh, I'm a fan, and you know, have the social media and you know, like maybe team so and so, and how does that transition occur, and how do you actually deal with that?
I just appreciate it all, man. I'm just really flattered that people are into it. You know, it means a lot.
People say, when was the first time you actually heard your song on the radio? You know, everyone else says that. The first time I was.
The first time, where was I? Was I in London?
That's when you missed it.
No. I definitely heard it. I think I was in London. Yeah, I can't remember exactly where, but I think I was in the car with my cousin actually. Yeah, I think I was in the car with my cousin.
What's that feeling like?
It felt weird. Yeah, I was like, wow, it's on the radio. And I was quite nervous as well. I was like, yeah, but yeah, it felt weird.
Do you listen to it? Wait, hold on. Do you start listening back? Like, wait, does it sound how it sounded in the studio?
Yeah, you start listening to the mix and stuff, how it's gonna come across on radio. But yeah, it was special.
You know, people say if I weren't doing music, I would be doing. What do you think you'll be doing if you weren't doing music?
Maybe film.
Really?
Yeah. I think film.
In terms of what, directing or?
Yeah, directing, like writing. Yeah, directing films. I reckon just creating something creative.
And you know, the people all say, oh, why should someone get my album? But why do you want people to go and pick up your album?
Why do I want them to pick up my album? See if they can find something new that they'll get into, or you know, and if they are, then great. Yeah.
But what have been some of the obstacles or challenges you've had to overcome just to get to where you are today as an artist?
Obstacles, I think trying to like stay inspired, finishing an album. Like I was saying, like quite a few of the songs are old, so like trying to like stay, you know, keep it alive, into you know, that excitement. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's always exciting hearing it back when it's finally done. But then like finishing it and then working with Pop 1 that definitely, you know, definitely helped, and like feeding off people's energy and just and seeing people's reactions as well. It's like they actually like it. Okay, it gives you a boost. So.
And how many new songs were added to the album, and how many of them were material that's already recorded before?
Something about 4 or 5 of them were already the initial demos were like already there. It was just like literally getting it all together. Something About You, that was done ages ago, but just had to get mixed. I'd say about 4 or 5 of the tracks were pretty old.
But I think that's quite. That shows a level of confidence that they felt that was good enough to go on an album. I know there's been situations where people have come in with the demos and the labels just said, alright, cool, well, that's not happening over here. You know, it just gets completely taken off and they have to start again. But to have 4 or 5 tracks, it definitely shows that there was a belief in what you was creating on your own.
No, definitely, I felt that as well. And yeah, I just really appreciate it. It's flattering that people actually like what they're hearing.